Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 0. And well, in the previous episode we moved all of our items from the elevator to the next save room here, and now in this one we're just going to be making our way through the rest of the facility. So let's go ahead and start by making our way into the purification room. Can't even speak, but yeah, I mean, it feels so great to finally be back on a consistent uploading schedule. I mean, before I would be taking months and months at a time, but now we're uploading daily again, and it's pretty fun. I mean, you know, always the editing process and can be taxing, and just, you know, all like the stuff I have to do to make sure the video, you know, comes out to the most professional I can possibly make it. It's sometimes not always the funnest, but I freaking love playing these games and recording and having commentary and just playing the game for you guys. It's such a fun time. But yeah, I'm just super happy to be finally back on the grind and uploading consistently again like I used to. But anyway, I'm gonna actually unequip the Magnum for Rebecca, that way she doesn't start firing. Oh my god, that was actually almost a very bad mistake, because what I didn't want and what I don't want is Rebecca to start firing off Magnum ammo into these generic zombies. So that would be a pretty big waste of Magnum ammo, seeing as there is a boss fight literally like in the next room. But yeah, I do want to make sure that I do have, you know, Rebecca have a gun equipped before I take on this next fight. But actually, you know what I will do is actually take out the shotgun and reload it, because there is some shotgun ammo sitting right here, and I do believe there's a file in this room somewhere around here as well, right? Or not? No, I swear there's like a zombie on it, or am I just delusional? Because I could swear that there was a file in here. Or not, but here we are taking the elevator. I want to make sure we have both the characters on it, that way the elevator doesn't go down without both characters on it. But as we slowly turn this corner here, maybe not quite yet, but as we slowly make our way around this corner, something will happen. And yeah, the tyrant from before is literally back for revenge, and I don't know why Rebecca looks so, like, confused. She's literally taken on this guy, this exact same tyrant before, yet she's looking at it like she doesn't know what it is. Billy should be the one who's in shock, which he is as well, obviously. Actually, Billy didn't really look like he was in shock. He just looked more, like, angry. Like, I was going, oh my god. That was actually so bad. I did not see that coming at all, but I always find Billy's facial expressions to actually be really hilarious within this game. He's always, like, I don't know, he's a funny guy, but he always looks so angry and so serious about everything, even like during like super lighthearted moments. He has like the most angry and rage-filled, like hate-filled expression ever. It's actually pretty comical. But yeah, we took him down. That wasn't even too bad. He only took a couple shots at the Magnum and I guess the handgun, because Billy was firing a couple shots. So I mean, that was a pretty easy fight. But yeah, I did not see that jump attack that he landed on as they're coming whatsoever. That was a total surprise to me. I was expecting him to just continue to slowly walk up to us, but no, he got a good hit, and I think it took Rebecca straight down to caution, or orange caution even. But Billy is still fine, because Billy is just cool. I mean, no, he really is, though. The man's can take so much damage and still stay on perfect health. It's crazy, actually. But yeah, here we want to take the motherboard, which will allow us to actually activate the gondola that's upstairs. I didn't really talk about it too much because I didn't really want to go into it, but there will be a gondola ride that we can activate with this motherboard. However, there's a catch in this, and that is the fact that only Rebecca can fit into this gondola. So you want to make sure that I actually want to have a lot of open space. What I'm actually going to do is exchange this empty Magnum with Billy and just go in with the shotgun for Rebecca. And yeah, so you want to make sure that Rebecca has the good stuff, so that when she, you know, goes into the gondola, she is all prepared, because there are a couple enemies in this next area. I guess Billy's just... I mean, Billy's not even that much... I guess it's just physique or something, or maybe they just wanted to separate the characters and couldn't come up with a good reason for it or something. Lazy Capcom, but it's just because it's like, Billy's not that much taller or wider than Rebecca, so I don't see why he can't fit in. I guess he just didn't want to. He wanted Rebecca to instead. He just had better things to do with his time. So instead, he shifted the job over to Rebecca, who will now be the one to enter the gondola. So, it's a small gondola. Rebecca could probably ride it in it. Get in the gondola? Alright. Let's go ahead and jump. Oh, we're not even going to get to see the animation of Rebecca climbing in. Lame! Actually, would have been cool if he actually got to see Rebecca, like, climb into there and, like, crisscross applesauce her way into the... Maybe that's why Billy can't fit in. Maybe he's just too old for this. He can't, like, cross his legs. He's just too inflexible these days, because I think he's, like, a lot older than... Okay, I know it might sound like I'm pulling it, like, just a random number out of here, like, but I think, to remember, he's, like, 26 or something, so, I mean, he shouldn't be that old. It's not like he's a boomer or anything, you know, he should be able to just... He should still have some young spryness in him, but... Guess not. I guess... Billy just forgot to eat his vegetables as a child, you know, he was... Instead, stuffing his face full of chips and candy. Kind of like myself. I mean, I still eat my vegetables and fruits, but I mean, I don't really, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm probably gonna be like Mr. Billy over here and can't get into any gondolas. Gonna have to get Rebecca to do it. But yeah, here is an enemy that just immediately jumps at us, and what the hell? Why'd he take 3 shotgun shells? That's... Oh my god, more grenade rounds. More acid rounds even. I mean, that's... The game's just feeling generous, I guess, because usually these things are pretty rare, but here we have them back to back. Anyway, we're gonna add the blue chemical and the red chemical, which mix into some sulfuric acid. Then we're gonna go ahead and take this industrial water here, and then we can go ahead and open up our inventory to combine the 2 items into the battery fluid. However, despite us having the battery fluid, we don't actually have a battery to put it into quite yet, so we're gonna have to go ahead and locate that, and it's actually just here in the next room. However, we're gonna have to have Billy cross this entire facility again, because yeah, that's not gonna be too fun. But actually, I just realized something. You don't actually have to cross the entire facility, just because when I would play this when I was younger, I would do this wrong, and I'm actually going the wrong way. I'm going the way that you would do this incorrectly, where you can cross the entire facility and go back into the room where you found Billy, and since Rebecca unlocked that door, you can enter through that door and reunite with Rebecca that way. Or you could do this a way that's a lot easier and simpler, I want to say, and that is just, since we lowered the dam and made it the bridge pathway crossable, we can pretty much just head through here and make an easy shortcut instead of having to cross everything, which is what I originally thought we had to do. I thought we had to like backtrack through the entire facility once more, but no. Instead, the game actually did give you a shortcut, but it's just that I never really paid attention to this whole dam cutscene as a child and always kind of missed it, I guess. But I mean, you do actually have to cross this no matter what anyways. You have to cross this bridge. There's not a way you can beat the game without doing so, but I guess I didn't really think you could. I guess I just, oh my god, we do not want to get grabbed by this thing, so I'm just, oh my god, I think we pressed it like just in time, because if I would have waited like a second longer, we definitely would have got grabbed there. But yeah, those frog enemies, the reason I freak out so much whenever they jump and like scare me isn't, you know, because, you know, they're taking me by surprise or anything, although that's kind of a lie, because the last time one appeared, it definitely did scare me senseless. But another reason I freak out so majorly is because those enemies, if they pull you in with their tongue, they can swallow you whole, and there's nothing you can do about it. They can one-shot you. You pretty much have to rely on your other character to start shooting them and getting in a bunch of hits so that they stun the enemy enough so that you can actually be like, so that the frog lets go of you, right? And you can survive. But here's the thing. I didn't have the second character with me at that time, so I wouldn't have been able to do anything, and I would have just been pulled in and eliminated, I think. So that's kind of why I wanted to just get out of there as fast as possible. But yeah, opening up and taking that battery causes these like bugs here to break out of their capsules, but there's only 2 of them, so frankly I'm not too worried, to be honest. I don't think 2 of these guys are that intimidating, and they're not even gonna hit us. Yeah, that was actually pretty embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. They really didn't do anything. But oh, I did not mean to unequip it, I meant to equip it, because I thought I didn't have it equipped. But yeah, let's just go ahead and reload our shotgun. And now that we have the battery fluid, we can combine it with the battery, which didn't have any fluid originally, and now we have created the high-powered battery. So now we can go ahead and put this into the forklift that was in the path on the way to rescuing where Billy was. But I don't really know if I showed off the forklift too much or really interacted with it, because I was kind of saving it for this point within the game. Okay, there's Billy. I didn't think he was following me for a second, but yeah, now that we had made it to this point in the game, I can go ahead and show off and, you know, just interact with where the forklift actually is. And it's not too much ahead. I want to make sure that no frogs actually jump out on me, though. Thankfully, none did. I remember in the last episode one jumped out, and that scared me really badly. But it's just because I didn't expect it to jump out immediately after that cutscene. I don't think that's really supposed to happen. I don't know if was really rare, or if I got like a glitch almost, because I really don't think that's intended, because I don't know, I just mean, like, why would it be, right? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me, because it's rated for the cutscene. We haven't even had the chance to really explore, even catch our breath yet, and we're now, actually, as I say it, it's starting to make more and more sense, because this is a survival horror game, right? Like, horror in quotations. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense why you would immediately get jump scared or something just when you think things are safe. You know, you get tricked into thinking everything's all good, but in actuality, it's not. So, I mean, I guess, I suppose I kind of get it, but anyway, I don't know why I pressed the button. You don't want to. What we want to do is split up the characters, have Rebecca jump up onto here, and I'll swap over to Billy, and now we can go ahead and press the button, and then it will lift Rebecca up, and then she can go ahead and snag this key card, and now we have access to the final boss room.
Come on.
Yes, that key card is pretty much the final major item we want to collect within the game, and we can pretty much go ahead and, oh, is Rebecca even gonna follow us?
I'll go alone.
Roger.
This way.
Okay.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
Rebecca.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna go up here anyways and just see if she follows us. She probably will, but yeah. But as I was saying before, I kind of got all confused by Rebecca's not wanting to follow us. Is that now that we do have, I didn't expect there to actually be zombies in this room, but now that we do have the red key card, we can go ahead and use that to unlock the final area into the boss. But before we do so, obviously, I do want to make sure that I go ahead and make our way to the save room for one final time, just so we make sure that we have all of our items with us. So let me go ahead and take a glance at the map here, just to make sure that everything's all safe and secure within that room, which I think it is. But yeah, even though this episode might seem like it's short, there probably is going to be some added length here, just because I do know that it's probably going to take me a decent amount of time to make sure that I have all this inventory stuff, you know, all ready and secure, because I know that we're not going to be coming back to this room ever again, so I want to make sure that I have all the correct items with me and enough supplies so we can actually take this all on. But Rebecca is firing a lot of unnecessary shots, and it's actually starting to become really stinking inconvenient, but it's fine, I guess. I don't know if I actually want to bring the Magnum with me, to be honest. I definitely don't want to single her, I can assure you that. I want to have all these first aid sprays, though. I do want those. Those are going to be really freaking useful. I'm definitely going to have to bring the grenade launcher, because that's going to be super duper important. Because we have, like, all 3 ammo types, I believe, for that. So, I probably won't actually bring the Magnum. Should I bring the shotgun? Should I? I don't know. Probably will have to, though. Okay. Yeah, no. Oh, what? What does this game mean I can't leave it here? Yes, I can. I don't. I think we should. Don't we have less items in there now? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, this is where the third ammo type was located, which is why I said we have all 3, because there's some napalms located under this bunk bed here. The grenade launcher is obviously right down there, so let me just drop that. And pick up the grenade launcher, which for some reason the hitbox is really acting up. Alright, there we go. Okay, I can combine that into there. And now we do have one more inventory slot opened back up, which I don't think we need. I mean, obviously we need an inventory slot to pick up these ink ribbons before I make my way to the final boss, but I can pick those up later. It's just that I want to make sure that I want to make sure what that last item I'm going to take on the way out is. The Molotovs, maybe? Or should I take the... No, I shouldn't take the Magnum. You know what? I'm going to take the Magnum. You know what? I will take the Magnum, actually. When I start off the next episode, and it may not seem like we have enough inventory slots to pick up the ammo for it, which we don't, but I'll drop things and I'll make it work. That pretty much is what I'm trying to say here. I'll make things happen. I'll make sure everything all goes according to plan. But now that we have done everything we wanted to do in this episode, and we do have the key card to make our way to the final boss, I guess we can end things off here and prepare to head to the boss next time. So, join me then if you will. As of this one, I've been Game Expert, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!